Hunting is a combination of strategy and preparedness. Having the scene set for the one moment when your plan comes together. It's a year-round pursuit of providing for, observing, and managing your game. After months of preparation, you have a few short weeks to capitalize on the one you've been after. This is the one.
Well, it's that time of year again, and we're headed out to hunt with Lee at one of our favorite places, the Fishtail Ranch in New Mexico. As the leaves begin to change and the air starts to get crisp in the fall, there's a sense of anticipation that holds all of us hunters. It's time for elk season. For those of you that have never experienced it, hunting elk in the mountains during September and October is just unforgettable. It's something you will never, ever forget. The bulls are fired up, bugling and chasing cows everywhere. I can't wait. I'm itching to get out there and find one of these good bulls. When we get there, Lee will always try to lie and downplay it, and he'll tell me that he hasn't been seeing many bulls. But at the end of the day, we usually go to the same general area along the river on some hay fields, and we try to catch up with these elk as they migrate back up into the mountains to bed up for the day. The weather looks great for this week, so I think we're going to have one heck of a week of elk hunting. Lee, those cows are popping up right there. He's got to be back there somewhere. Oh, no. See the telephone pole? He's to the right of that right there. I just saw top of his rack. It's a pretty big bull. We got one spotted. We got to get up here.
If you can lay down and get a good rest.
Just give me yardage. That's the big thing. I got to know exactly how far it is. I can get above this grass. I can make this work.
Got 444 to that tree he's standing under. It's 444.
The one facing us now?
Yep. 444.
She's got her nose up in the air. You see him, Lee?
I got him. 444. Right under that tree. I'm good. If you got a good opening, shoot him.
I see it. He's coming back up there. You sure I hit him?
Yeah, he's coming back up.
How you like that?
He's yeah, buddy. Oh yeah.
He smoked his tail.
He just tipped.
I thought we were going to shoot him again. I thought I missed. 440 yards. Savage Ultralight. 270. You don't have to shoot big calibers to kill elk at a long way. He just fell over deader than hell. What, 20 seconds after I hit him?
20 seconds after you hit him, he walked up, fell over.
I don't know how many elk we've shot over the years between here and those cows over there, but they never stay this late. When the sun comes over the mountain, you can go home because they're gone.
He fell over.
Woo!
I see an elk. I see an elk with a nice beam sticking up. Thank you, sir. That's clear. So he was quartered away a little bit, and I said I'm putting it dead center last rib, and I mean that's where it hit.
Yep.
Heck yeah. That's a good bull. Nothing wrong with that, and he is, like you said, beat up. I think that might be why he's staying down here. What do you think?
No reason to run way back in the trees and come back again tonight.
So I'm shooting this Savage Ultralight. It's got that Proof Research barrel on it. Bushnell nitro scope with the Norma 150 grain Oryx ammo. So it's a factory load. Shot this bull just shy of 450 yards. Didn't even think twice about it because I've shot this thing a bunch on the range and it will flat out do it. Hit him exactly where I was aiming. If you want a good setup for whitetail, elk, moose, whatever, this is just a sweet little gun. And you do not have to shoot these elk with giant calibers. It's just 270, 150 grain bullet. And he ran 20 yards and stone cold dead. So there we go. Look at that, boys and girls. Not a bad elk at all.
Perfect. How about that? Fishtail Ranch. Lee, I will say thank you again. We've done this a lot in the past and it's pretty special. I enjoy this.
Well, over the years, we've had some great success with Lee chasing bulls in the same area down here on the river. In the past 10 years, I've shot 9 bulls out of this bottom. These hay fields usually hold some good numbers of elk, and there's normally a good bull or two in the mix. The only issue with this bottom is the herd usually will leave as soon as the sun peeks over the mountain. Staying prepared and being ready for that 1 second or that one quick opportunity is what you got to do when you're hunting in this bottom. This area of New Mexico, well, it's got a great population of elk. And in the fall, in September and October, when they're rutting, these bulls can be found bugling, chasing cows, fighting, protecting their herd of cows. It's just an amazing experience, something you don't want to miss. You know, a lot of people will compare elk hunting to turkey hunting, and as far as going out and finding them and getting them vocal, they are very similar. The difference is, these elk, well, they're over 500 pounds, and that's a little bigger than that turkey in South Texas coming in gobbling. So if you get a chance to get out and hunt in the mountains and chase elk this time of year, it's an experience you won't forget, and don't pass up the opportunity.
There's no reason for it to be hard.
No.
Make it easy.
So tomorrow morning we just go down and one walks in bugling and we shoot it, right?
Same as always. It can't be hard.
All right, we gotta check the guns. Everybody else has already shot, so they're waiting on us to get done so we can get back and get ready for dinner. I've got the new Savage Impulse with the proof research barrel, so straight pull bolt, proof barrel, Bushnell scope on top, 300 Win Mag, very nice shooting rifle. So we'll check our 0 to 100 and then we'll see what we can do further out. You guys good? Good. We're good? All right, here we go.
I'm shooting the Norma Bond Strike ammo. This bullet has great weight retention and performs unbelievably well and bleeds all that energy off inside the elk, which just puts them on the ground.
520 something yards, he did.
Make sure to practice a bunch, gotta be familiar with your rifle and know that you can make that shot when the time comes.
The elk are in trouble tomorrow. All right, we're ready to go. Let's see if we can't reenact what we've done many times here before. We're at Fishtail Ranch in New Mexico. We got Lee heading things up, and when he gets a free minute, he's going to take us out and try to get him out.
I've been coming to Fishtail Ranch for many years now, and it's a place that is truly a hunter's paradise. The hunting here is simply outstanding. There are a ton of elk. The ranch is awesome, and the people are even better. Of course, before any hunt, safety is of the utmost importance, and that's why Lee always conducts a thorough safety briefing before we head out into the field with all the hunters. This ensures that everyone knows the rules and regulations, as well as any potential hazards or risks that you might experience while you're on these ranches. All in all, Fishtail Ranch is a great place, great hunting, great food, great hospitality, and there's a lot of elk. No wonder I keep coming back year after year.
That one bugle, I thought
It sounded like he was in her lap for a
yeah,
second.
he did. Unless he's right here, we just don't see him anywhere in this shit. There's a bull. That's a bull, small bull. Yeah, I got him. That was a decent 6-foot. That's a small bull. See him?
Little bull.
One nice thing about Fishtail Ranch, the hunting isn't super high stress. We come in between the morning and evening hunts, rest up a little bit at the lodge, have a great lunch. It also gives us some time to do things that you want to do in the middle of the day. I brought my bow with me, so I've got my bow tech right here in camp. I'm going to do some shooting just to stay dialed in and ready for my next archery hunt coming up. Being able to take advantage of this downtime, not only does it allow me to sharpen up my archery skills a little bit, but it gives us a chance to recharge, reset, get ready for the afternoon hunt.
Lee dropped us off up on the hill. We're gonna set up here on this big, it's just a big open meadow with multiple water holes so we can see from it. And as hot as it's been today, hoping they'll get up when they do start to move, they'll come down to this water. We're just gonna sit here this afternoon, almost whitetail hunt them, because this is not great weather for it, and it's supposed to get pretty crappy tonight and a lot of rain. So I think actually tomorrow morning might not be a bad hunt where we like to go down the river. But tonight we're just gonna slip in this tower blind they got here, and I've never hunted elk like this. It's the first time for me, but we might kill one. It's pretty warm, especially for October 1st at 8,000 feet in New Mexico mountains. But it's a pretty cool spot, this big open area here. A lot of grass, looks like a lot of good feed. I've never hunted elk out of a tower blind. This is the first for me. This bushed albino's got built-in rangefinder. He's a really good set of binos. And his rangefinder's super accurate. We don't have terribly long before dark. We kind of made this decision last minute to come try this just because it's so hot. Maybe they'll come hit this water, so we're just gonna shut up and sit here. I'm gonna range a couple spots around the field so I know how far I'm shooting. And well, I'm glad I had these with me. I'd have shot another one if it come out. Can't shoot.
It's pretty slow. We're just now starting to see a little bit of movement.
The one place you don't want them to come out is where they came out.
Now there's a few bulls coming in. They look like small bulls. I'm hoping they'll move more as it gets closer to dark. Man, where's the big bull? They're starting to move good.
They come out on that side. They could sure get it behind that dam. The other side of that pond dam is this 127. That furthest spot, all against the trees, that's almost 500 yards. Oh, you got it.
Elk hunting draws hunters from all over the world. These animals are a true test to a hunter's skill, requiring patience and determination. One of the most challenging aspects of hunting elk is their sense of smell. These animals live and die by their noses. If the wind is wrong, you're not going to kill them. They can detect you from hundreds of yards away, making it super critical to play the wind whenever possible. Man, one sound I live for every year is that distinctive bugle from that mature bull. If you've never heard it before, it's a sound that you'll never forget, I promise that. Elk are tough animals and can be difficult to bring down, so it's important to choose the right ammunition. That's why on this hunt, I'm shooting the Norma Bond Strike ammo. You put it in the sweet spot, and they're going down. Lee normally has a pretty good idea where these elk are going to be. If we're going to have a chance at one of these bulls, we've got to get in front of the herd. This is how we've always done it in these hayfields for years. When it finally does come together, it will work.
There, he's going up to the left. Oh, I got you. I got you. There he is, right there, right on the top. See him? He's gonna step right up there, Lee.
Yep. There.
I can just see his head.
He's okay. He's legal.
See him? Yes.
I'm not sure how good that shot was. I was on him good, but he started to move right as I squeezed the trigger. It felt like a good shot, but I'm just not 100% sure.
Yeah. All right, I'm gonna cross the river here. I volunteered to get my feet wet since I'm the one that took that shot. The bull's right up here on top of the hill. I don't know what happened. It was pretty fast. I had him good and we couldn't get him on film good, and then he started to move on me and kind of rushed that shot. I think I got him, but I don't know.
We got a bull. I dropped him right in his tracks. Heck yeah, well, we got him posed up. Heck of a bull. Thank you, Lee. I just want to thank you for everything. We have done this a couple times. This is not the first time we've killed one right here. Yeah. This is a cool piece of property. It's hard not to, there's lots of good places to go, but I mean, it's hard not to come here. It's just been so good to us over the years. And you either get them quick or you don't. And yesterday, it flat out didn't work. And they were bugling better yesterday.
They were making more noise.
Yeah, this morning, this guy didn't say a word until he crossed the river and was coming up pushing those cows. We snuck up on and we just got lucky and saw him. But I tell you what, nice 5x6, super pumped. I got some awesome elk meat to take back to South Texas, which is pretty cool. And deer season is in there. So Uncle Randy is busy with clients and he is saying, kill an elk and get home. So Randy, I killed an elk, there you go. And we can almost drive to it. If you want a great hunt in New Mexico, give Lee a call, Fishtail Ranch. They do a great job. If you've never elk hunted or you've gone on a bunch of elk hunts and haven't got one, you know, if you want to come to a place that has a lot of elk, I mean, there's just a lot of elk to hunt. Fishtail Ranch is definitely a place to come. I've come here for years. Hopefully they'll let me come back and do it again.
We'll try again next year.
Probably right around here. Putting ice on the bottom layer, and then we'll put the meat in and put ice on the top and pack everything else up, strap it down to the truck, and we're out of here. Another great week here at Fishtail Ranch. What a week here in New Mexico. Elk country is truly a breathtaking place in September and October. We packed up our gear and loaded the elk into our coolers, and we're headed back to Texas. This trip to Fishtail Ranch in New Mexico has been nothing short of amazing. It's always hard to leave this place behind. The numbers of elk, it's just nothing quite like it. And the folks at Fishtail Ranch, well, they just put on such a great hunting experience. It truly is a great destination for elk hunting.
We're all buddy. There's a...
As we head back to Texas, I can't help but think about the next time I'll be able to come back to Fishtail Ranch. I'm already counting down the days until I can be back, feeling the rush and adrenaline as we chase one of these big bulls. Thank you, Lee, and all the staff at Fishtail Ranch for another unforgettable trip.